The 1991 volleyball team, under the direction of head coach Deb Denbeck, became the first team in program history to advance to the NEI National Championships, which were played in Hays, Kansas. SMSU, which was nationally ranked throughout the season, finished the year with 30 victories and won the program's first NEI District Championship since 1985. Several Mustangs earned numerous postseason honors, including outside hitter Monica Green, who was named a first-team NEI All-American, while middle blocker Janae Hutchinson was named honorable mention NEI All-American. Green, Hutchinson, and Jen Pfeiffer all recorded over 400 kills during the season, while setter Jill Dauenhauer racked up 1,400 assists. SMSU won the district, defeating Minnesota Morris 3-0 and Moorhead State 3-1 before winning the by-district championship 3-0 over Edgewood, Wisconsin.
Please welcome the newest team to the Hall of Honor, the 1991 SMSU volleyball team. The team members include the head coach Deb Denbeck, assistant coach Beth Elliott, Jeanette Blake, Jill Dauenhauer, Monica Green, Heather Hint, Corrine Hoffman, Janae Hutchinson, Dawn Lovestrand, Jen Pfeiffer, Kathy Sheehan, Stacy Van Zee, and Tiffany Yeager. To speak on behalf of the team is head coach Deb Denbeck.
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate all the recipients today. It's an honor to see all of you, and I've had the distinct pleasure of being around campus when all of you were participating. So thank you. And Jim, it's an honor to have been on the coaching staff with you. It's a great honor. I also want to say thank you to so many great friends and family and fans. It's great to be back in Marshall. I spent 17 years here, so this is like my second home. But I just want to know why always when we come this weekend, it's always like the coldest weekend of the year. To our team, and I want to say on behalf of our team to the Mustang volleyball team and to Terry, your accomplishments are many, and the future is extremely bright. And all of us as alumni volleyball players and coaches are extremely proud of you. To be ranked #1 in the country for much of this year, thank you, Terry. When you talk about this team, I think I use the word pioneer. And a description of pioneer is a person or a group that originates and helps open up a new line of thought or activity or a new method of technical development. I truly believe that the accomplishments of this team describes what a pioneer really is. They helped open up a new line of thought. I thought it was possible for an SSU volleyball team to qualify for the NEI National Championships. Even though I will quote that Harry Wyloggy and Fred Roofs never thought this would happen and thought that I was dreaming. And I told Harry that as well today when I saw him. This was an accomplishment that many teams came very close to, but never accomplished. So, and I also believe that this team has set the foundation for future teams to follow. This is the first team in the history of SSU volleyball to qualify for a national championship. This was a team on paper that was not to be ranked nationally in the top 10, but quickly showed the volleyball world that this team had what it took to be champions. They were gutsy, they were gritty, and they didn't really care who got the glory. They cared about one another, and they wanted to win. I have often said that if I was a general, I would definitely take this group into battle. They had this thing called competitive savviness. In some ways, it's a collective group of people. You had small town, city, West Coast experience, brash, crazy, quiet, tall, short. We had it all, and even we had Minnesota nice. They were confident, sometimes not so confident, but when they went to battle, they had each other's back. Like many coaches at the national championship, they described this team as fighters, and they fought to the end, and they did not care who they faced, because they faced national champions. There was Fresno Pacific, who finished third, and since this was our first trip to the national tournament, we didn't get seeded in the top 8, so we probably had one of the toughest pools. First of all, we had a freshman setter who was ahead of her time in Jill Dowenhauer. Without an injury, she would have even set more amazing records. She learned in fall camp the importance of stretching. 3 days into fall camp, the steps were not Jill's friends. She was a treat to every team that faced her. Monica, thank you so much for transferring your senior year. I know it was tough, and I hope you thought it was a great move. Even goofy-footed, you had an amazing year. Monica was a playing All-American and an academic All-American. Jen Pfeiffer had her breakout season. Her favorite set was a shoot set and became a great compliment to Monica. Heather Hint, who I had coached all my life, was a right side utility player and could do about everything. She could set, she could hit, she could block, and was always about the team. Janae, we had to make a little less intimidated, and once that happened, she went crazy. Her bookend, Jeanette Blake, was her back row counterpart, who was a gritty defensive specialist. You had Stacy Van Zee, SVZ number 5, who alternated with Kathy Sheehan at the other middle position and provided great energy and quickness. We also had Dawn Lovestrand and Corinne Hoffman, who secured up the passing and defensive lanes. And then there was Tiffany Yeager. Tiffany hardly played and had a heart that was bigger than this room. Unfortunately, sad to say that Tiffany passed away on March 17th, 2006. So I'm sure right now she has the best seat in the house as her contagious smile shines down on all of us. A special thank you to a person who I still believe this day is the best player to ever wear a Mustang volleyball uniform, to a former player who I consider a wonderful friend who stepped up and served as our assistant coach, Beth Elliott-Lanou. To all of you, congratulations. On behalf of Beth and I, we want you to know that we are so proud to have had this opportunity to walk this wonderful journey with you. Congratulations on your outstanding accomplishments in '91. You truly deserve to be in the Hall of Honor, and thank you for being the pioneers for SMSU volleyball. Once a Mustang, always a Mustang.